Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sparks Weekly with Brianne Ingram, where we let the sparks fly. We are coming to you live from the Good News Radio here in the land of Los Angeles. Today is Thursday, September 29th. This is episode 20, titled The Breakdown. Liz Cambage. We made it to 20 episodes, everybody. Yes, we did. And guess what? We have 20,000 more to go. Okay, now listen, you can best believe that whenever I hit a milestone episode, I'm going to play 10 Bands by Drake. Okay, you better believe it. You can book it that you are going to be hearing that. Okay, listen, it's only right. It's only right that I do. Okay, now we got to get down to business. Okay, so with the 2022 WNBA season officially ending, it is now time for me to focus back on my Sparks. Okay, and with that being said, I had to ask this question. Let me ask this question. Okay, so was this a failure for the Sparks? Was this year a failure for the Sparks? And I'm going to have to say yes, it absolutely was. It was a very tumultuous season for us. This year was indeed a failure. But sometimes you have to fail in order to succeed. In fact, most of the time, a lot of times, you have to fail in order to succeed. And what's that MJ quote? Okay, let me pull that up for you. Okay, and this is coming from the GOAT himself. MJ said, quote, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." So even the greatest of all time has said that you have to fail in order to succeed. But just because you have failed at something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stay there. It doesn't mean that you're done for, okay? Unless you choose for yourself to sit there in that failure, okay? Because now that you have failed, you know what it takes in order to not fail again. You know what you have to do in order for that not to happen again. It's like what NECA said at the end of the Sparks season, okay? She described this past season as a house that you did not build. Okay, so quote, NECA said, "I would describe this season as living in a house that you didn't build. So next year, we can build our house. I know the floor plan next year," end quote. So now the Sparks can take what they've learned from this year and now they can apply it and apply what they have learned and get to building for next year. Okay, and listen, the Aces, they just won their first chip. Okay, and they are one of the 8 original franchises of this league. And keep in mind, the WNBA had its first season in 1997. Okay, and do you know how many times the Aces had to fail? You know how many times they had to lose in order to finally have a winning season? Okay, do you know how many times they had to do that? And the Aces had to reinvent themselves so many times. They changed their name 4 times. Okay, they changed cities 3 times. Remember, last week I went into detail. I said they originally were the Utah Stars, STARZZ. Then they changed cities and moved to San Antonio, became the Silver Stars. Then they just changed their name to just the Stars. Okay, and then they moved to Vegas. Okay, where they changed cities and names. So now they are the Las Vegas Aces, and they are just now figuring it all out. Now, my Sparks, we are one of the original franchises as well. In fact, we are one of the 3 original franchises that has not changed their name nor their city. Okay, and do you know who those 3 franchises are? They are, of course, my Los Angeles Sparks, the New York Liberty, and the Phoenix Mercury. Okay, those are the 3 teams the 3 staples of this league that have not changed their names nor their city. Okay, yes, but the Sparks know what it takes to win. Okay. And the Sparks are three-time champions. We've won in 2001, 2002, and 2016. But with personnel changes within the organization, we've been lacking leadership. But, and because of that, we've lost our way. Now it's just a matter of time of getting back to those winning days. And it all starts with our leadership. And I can't wait to see what all comes together and what it's all going to look like for next season. But right now, we are going to reflect upon this most recent Sparks season and enter into the breakdown. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as I just alluded to, the 2022 WNBA season has officially ended, and now during the WNBA offseason, I have a new segment called The Breakdown. Okay, and in this new segment, I will literally break down, analyze, and evaluate the Sparks players' play on the floor this past 2022 season. I will analyze the positives of each player, I'll analyze the negatives of each player, and I will also say whether or not I think this player should return back to the Sparks for next season. Okay, so with that being said, let's get to it. And first up, we have Liz Cambage. Okay, Liz was the Sparks marquee signing this past offseason prior to the 2022 WNBA season. And even though she is no longer with the Sparks nor in the WNBA, we're still going to evaluate her play for her most recent season with the Sparks. It's only right, she was a part of the team and she did play. Okay, so as we all know, Liz was previously on the Las Vegas Aces team last year. Okay, and after last season in 2021, she became a free agent. And now the thing is the Aces, they just won a championship. Okay, like literally a week ago. And Liz probably would have gotten a ring if she re signed with the Aces. But of course, she probably would have slowed them down on the floor if she were still with them. And with Becky Hammond's new high powered offense, Liz wouldn't have fit with the Aces anyway. Okay. And remember, Liz was very critical and vocal on Twitter of the Aces paying Becky Hammond $1 million when it was first announced. And Liz's thing was the WNBA is paying their coaches all this money, but they're not paying their players anywhere near this much money. And so, but listen, the thing is, okay, both should be paid, the coaches and the players. That's just how it should be. And I'm pretty sure the Aces nor Becky Hammond appreciated those comments. Anyway, okay, so after last year, she was a free agent and she decided to come join the Sparks as her team of choice. And the Aces didn't really fight for her to stay. Like, I remember when all this happened, they just, hey, they said, hey, do what you got to do. Okay, so it was really a clean break. Okay, and Liz said that she always wanted to be a Spark, and the Sparks, they rolled out the red carpet for Liz. I was there. They held a press conference. I was there. You know, they wanted her to feel welcome, and they did a good job of that. They had the press conference. It was really nice. I attended it. And but see, listen, the Sparks, they fell short of my expectations. As far as expectations this season, I didn't really foresee them missing the playoffs for a second year in a row. I promise you, I did not. If you go back to the episodes, I had us. Oh man, this is crazy. Now that I look back at it, I had us number 3, being a number 3 seed in the playoffs. So I had very high hopes for us this season. I admit they were very lofty expectations. Um, but I at least thought that they were going to make the playoffs. Okay, I did. So when they didn't, it was obviously disappointing for me. But as far as my expectations for Liz this season, I definitely didn't see all that which happened with her. I did not foresee that at all. I didn't see it coming, especially I didn't expect when she decided to up and leave the team with only 9 games remaining left in our season as we were trying to make that playoff push. That was very surprising for me. And let's just remind everyone of Liz's statement after she departed from the Sparks. Okay, so this is what Liz released on social media, and right here we can see it's from IG. So Liz said, Playing for the Sparks was a dream come true, and I'm honored to have shared the court with such amazing ladies for as long as we did. I'm sorry to have left abruptly, and I wish it would have ended on a different note. I've decided to step away from the league for the time being, and I'm hopeful that the WNBA will do their part in creating safer environments and a stronger support system for their players. While I'll miss rocking the purple and gold, I'll be taking this time to focus on my healing and personal growth before providing clarification on past rumors. Thank you to all my supporters, family, and friends for all the love and light you continue to surround me with. Okay, so that was her statement, and it seemed what really stuck out to me was the fact that she's saying that she hoped the WNBA would create safer environments and a stronger support system for their players. So it seems like she didn't really feel that she was protected enough, or there wasn't a safer and a safe environment for her as a player. That's what I'm getting from that. So I wish all the best for Liz in that respect. I really do. Okay, but coming into this season, I thought she was going to be that one half of the dynamic duo with NECA and Liz. I was so excited of that dynamic front court duo. I was thinking in my head, I said, "Oh my goodness, this is gonna be great! I can't wait to see it." Because Liz is 6'9". She has so much potential and just so much potential to be a dominant presence. Okay, on any team. And she can also shoot. And if she wanted it, the sky could have been the limit for her. Okay. But of course, she is the one that has to want it. Okay. And she has to be the one that wants to want it more than anybody else. Okay. But this was not the best year for Liz Cambage, to say the least. And in Liz's season with the Sparks, she was second in scoring and rebounding on the team. Okay, so in 25 games for the Sparks, Cambage, she averaged 13 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Okay, however, this was one of the worst years of her career stats wise. Okay, so those numbers are her lowest since her rookie season in 2011, and her 25% usage rate was her worst ever in her WNBA career. Okay, and reportedly, Liz's Cambage buyout was for $141,386,000. Okay, it was a prorated portion of her $170,000 deal based on how long she was on the roster. Okay, and this buyout came after she signed a 1-year deal with the Sparks in free agency. Okay. And she actually negotiated this deal herself. Okay. Because she parted ways with her agent. Okay. Allison Gaylor. Okay. But, and also in Sparks Weekly's episode 11, End of a Liz Era, that's the name of the episode, I went into detail about Liz's contract divorce with the Sparks. I won't be able to get into all the details here, but I've already covered all that. And that was from the story of Yahoo Sports from Chris Haynes, and that story broke in detail, and it detailed what led up to Liz's departure. Okay, and one of the key reasons that was reported, it was chemistry issues with her Sparks teammates. Okay, that was one of the main things. And remember, the story also came out early in the season. Remember that story that came out early in the season, okay, with Liz and the Australian team, that whole fiasco and that controversy with the Australian and Nigerian Olympic teams, national teams. That was its own fiasco in itself. Okay, it was a lot going on with Liz this season, I'm trying to tell you. But let's get on down to the breakdown. So, despite this not being the best year for Liz, she still had some high points. Yes, she did out there on the court. So, first, let's look at some highlights for Liz. Okay, and right here, I want to show you this block. This was one of the top blocks for the Sparks this season. Okay, let's check it out right here.
I mean, she holds the league scoring record with 53 as we see the shortest player on the court going up against the tallest.
Shortest versus the tallest. Hey, listen, that block right there, that was one of the first things Liz said at her press conference. Okay, was that she was going to be the rim protector. And right there is where she demonstrated that as such. This block was one of the top blocks of the Sparks, as I said, of the season. And she just made it look so effortless. So effortless right there. All right, now let's look at this dish from Liz to Katie Lou.
Cambage now gets behind her. Just trying to push her off her favorite.
See that cut by Katie? Boom.
Nice pass. Cambage.
Boom. Look at Liz. Man, listen. Okay. Also another high point of this season was Liz's playmaking. Okay, and on this show, we've talked about Liz's passing ability, and she really is a good playmaker, especially for a big. And also, she is a very underrated passer. Yes, she is. So listen, Liz, she gonna get you the ball. She will get you the ball. But look at Liz making plays right here.
A lot of people have. It's just
look at that steal, running up the court.
You're using a defender at that spot.
Look at her.
Protect the tunnel in there.
Look at Liz, hey, getting the steal, dribbling up the court like she running the point. You see Liz trying to run the point. Hey, she was getting it done right there, making plays in transition. Oh, man. Okay, so Liz has some high points. And like I said, she can also shoot. So check out this logo 3 from Liz right here in Seattle.
2 on the shot clock. Got to get one off. Cambage well from the base. Oh, Seattle Storm logo and prayer answered. My goodness.
Hey, listen, Liz can shoot. She could be a stretch 5. She can shoot threes at times. But in reality, if she were to come back to the WNBA, she needs to keep her butt in the post. Okay, she can shoot too, but we need your bread and butter to come from the inside, from the post. That's what I need to see. Okay, yes, indeed. Now, we just looked at some highlights of Liz. Yes, we did. But of course, with highlights also come lowlights. Okay, so now let's look at some of the lowlights on the floor, because we have to look at the positives as well as the negatives. Okay, I got to keep it balanced. Okay, it's only right. Okay, so let's check out this right here. So right here, Liz was just a little too high. Okay, while we were playing defense. All right, check this out. Right here.
5-player out offense, then as he dives and gets wide.
You can see she was a little frustrated.
Great off the ball move.
Okay, we got to play that one more time. Okay, so right here. Okay, I'm going to pause it for you. So as you can see, why Liz is way too high up here near the 3-point line. She should not be up here. Okay, she needs to be down low. Okay, a little bit closer, because see, now she got caught up. Now we congested. We got 4 people near the 3-point line. We left Olivia Nelson Adota right here all alone in the paint by herself. This is not good right here. Okay, so now as you can see, they just drop it down to Magabor right here down low, and it's easy money. It's easy money. Liz is way too high. She needs to be down low in the post, being the rim protector, protecting the basket. Okay, so that's one of the things that we definitely had to work on this season. And check this out. See right here in this next play, Stewie just blows by Liz. Check this out.
Seattle led by 18 points. LA has worked it down.
Hold on, we gotta play that one more time. We go back. Here we go.
Seattle led by 18 points. LA has worked it down.
Brianne coming in with the right hand.
Again.
Man, driving in with the left.
Again, she's too high. Okay, man. So, and a lot of teams were doing this though. They were drawing Liz out, okay, out from the middle to open up the inside. Teams were taking advantage of Liz's lack of speed, and they wanted to eliminate her size down low so they could get easy looks near the basket. And to the other team's credit, it was a success. It really was. Okay, so now we got to look at right here. It's another Stewie play. Okay, Liz is up too high again. Stewie just splits the defenders.
Between 2 defenders and 1 Brianna Stewart.
Why any adjustments weren't made? Don't ask me. Please don't do it. Again, why was she up near the 3-point line right here? Why? As you can see, right here. There's no reason. There's no reason why she's up that high. And we have our bigs near the 3-point line, and we have our guards down low. Okay, and Stewie just makes it too easy. Okay, and without Liz defending the paint, there's just a wide open lane for Stewie to drive to the basket and get the and one. Okay, Stewie, she was over there licking her chops, saying, "Oh, this is too easy." She said, "Y'all making this too easy. Come on, now we were just out of whack defensively. You see this right here? Do you see it? This is just chaos. This is chaos right here for no reason." Oh man, but listen, it wasn't just a Liz issue. This was also a team issue because everyone is out of whack right here. As you can see, what is going on defensively? Come on now. And unless you were the other team, if you were the opposing team, then you were, as I've just said, you were licking your chops when you played us. Okay, and speaking of defense, let's look at our transition. With the and one.
Brianne Stewart.
Yes, and let's look at our transition defense. Okay, and also this was a big thing. Liz was not really getting back in transition. Okay, that was another low point for us. So really quick, you really don't even really see Liz. So I'm going to play it in slow motion. Okay, let me go back because it went back.
The rebound is off to Parker. Sloop, no look past the Copper.
And even after a missed layup,
timeout taken
you still don't see Liz.
Williams.
You still don't see Liz on the floor. Okay, so here we go. So I'm playing it. Liz is right here. Liz is right here trailing. Okay, everyone is trying to get back, but Liz is right there in slow motion. So boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. They kick it right there to Copper down low. She actually misses the layup, but there's still time for Liz to get back, and she's still nowhere near the picture. Still nowhere near the picture. Okay, so our transition defense, it was very no bueno this season. That was one of the key issues with Liz was her conditioning and not getting back on defense. And I was talking about this all season about how our transition defense was not up to par. And I understand that Liz is a big, but this was a regular thing where she was not getting back. And also she would complain about the calls not going her way. And if she thought she got fouled, she would throw her hands up and really just try to argue with the refs too many times. Okay. And of course, when Liz left the team, though, our interior defense got considerably worse because that size and that length of Liz, it was no longer available. Okay, it just wasn't. Now, and in this clip that I just showed you with the Sparks versus the Sky, Liz only had 6 points and 5 rebounds in 16 minutes of play that game. And rebounding, please don't. Okay. I would say don't get me started, but we have to get started. Why? Because this is a player breakdown. So Liz is 6'9", and her rebounding, it also was no bueno this season as well. Okay. This should have been the least of our worries. Okay. But we've talked about this at length on this show. This was really one of the areas that Liz struggled with, but that we as a team really struggled with this season. Okay. Man, oh man. Now here's the thing. Okay, we have to look at the last game that Liz actually played. Okay, because that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, so that game was in Vegas and it was against the Aces. All right, so we got to go and check that out because after this game, that's when Liz chunked up the deuces and decided that she wanted to leave the team effective immediately. Yeah, she said, "I'm out of here." And then shortly a few days later, the Sparks announced their contract divorce with Liz Cambage. Okay, so let's see where it all could have went wrong in Liz's last game with the LA Sparks. But okay, so in the Sparks last game, just some context. Okay, so the Aces, in this game, the Aces, they beat us 84 to 66. Okay, and the Aces actually swept the Sparks in the regular season. They went 4-0 on us. Oh, okay, and so they swept us. And so we were actually on a 2-game winning streak prior to facing the Aces this game. But let's check out the first play. And I've also covered this first play immediately after this game was played as well, but we have to do a recap because this is Liz's last game. Okay, so let's look at this let's look at this first play of her last game.
They're ready for a good game. I'm ready for a good game. Everybody knows their assignments. Absolutely. Tip is up. The Aces come away with it. And it was Liz Cambage, former ace, with the jump against Asia Wilson. It's alumni weekend. There are over 40 alumni in the building.
Okay.
The Aces score first.
Stop. Okay, listen. First of all, this was the first play of the game. Okay, and really this was just the first. This was a smart play on the Aces. Okay, why? Because as I've said, they pulled Liz out from the paint. Okay, and they were taking advantage of her lack of speed. And we at the Sparks, we were not communicating, as you just saw, on defense. The help defense was non-existent, and this wasn't even really anything spectacular that the Aces did. Okay, Asia just popped out. Okay, right inside the top of the key. Chelsea did a screen for Jackie, and it wasn't really a screen, but it was a screen over there, So we got congested right there at the top of the key. And check this out. I'm going to get more into this. We got to go to commercial break right now, but I'm going to, when we come back, I am going to get more into this play because we got to break it all down. It's the breakdown. It's Liz Cambage's week. Okay, so listen, keep it locked right here on Sparks Weekly with Brianne Ingram. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Yo, what's up? This is Rix.
Yo, this is Rennie.
What up? Dover in the building.
What's good, family? This is Jesse, and this is
Brown Wealth Radio. And make sure to catch us on TGN Latinx every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific.
To be specific.
Are you happy with your life, money, career, or relationships? Most people are frustrated with how life is evolving around them. What if you could change one thing to turn your life into a different direction? Would you want the insight? How could you transform your life with intuitive awareness? Learn more. Get answers today. Book a free discovery session with Coach Zena, intuitive transformational practitioner. Go to www.coachzena.com or follow on Instagram, coach.askzena.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you The Sweet Spot on TGN Vibes, Good Vibes, and R&B. Playing the old school, new school, and in between. I'm coming to you this summer. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, it's the Primos Chidos. Hopefully you're enjoying this show, but if it sucks, be sure to check out our show, live Thursdays at 12.
Yeah, join me and my sister and basically my brother as we discuss everything from immigration to ejaculation.
If that sounds interesting, then we're the show for you.
Warning, the following podcast features discussion of sensitive topics, graphic content, and uncensored stupidity. Unless otherwise stated, the featured content is not discussed by professionals or experts. TGN and the Primos Chidos must advise against taking anything said on this program too seriously. Viewer discretion is advised.
Manuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. Hey, and make sure you're checking out TGN Radio. Hey.
Peace, family, brother Reza. So I'm here. You already know I'm checking in with TGN Radio, Black owned. So you already know that's where I'm at. Tap in.
Hey there, business owners. Don't miss our limited time offer. Advertise on the Good News Radio as low as $2 per commercial slot. That's right. Promote your business up to 4 times a day, every day for a month on live radio. If you're interested, email us at contact@tgnradio.net.
The flyest gear can be found with TGN Radio.
Where did you get it?
TGNradio.net. Go onto the page, click TGN Shop Store, and you can get everything you need.
I'm getting mine right now. And make sure y'all do the same. Go get your TGN merch. Enjoy your show.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl Jules from the Primos Chidos. Did you know that recent studies have proven that the Primos Chidos radio increases life expectancy and loss of weight? So make sure to catch us every Thursday at 12 p.m. on the TGN Latinx station.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Sparks Weekly with Brianne Ingram. And you are just in time because we are covering Liz's last game with the LA Sparks. And check this out. I'm going to replay this first play for you just as a refresher because we just went to commercial break. So here is the first play of the game once more. All right. One more time. Let me rewind it. Here we go.
They're ready for a good game. I'm ready for a good game. Everybody knows their assignments.
Okay.
Absolutely. Tip is up. The Aces come away with it.
So,
it was Liz Cambage, former ace with the jump.
So as we can
Asia
see,
Wilson, it's
right here. Okay. Asia's right here, right inside the 3-point line. Of course, they draw Liz out from the paint.
Night weekend.
Okay. So now Chelsea goes over here, sets a little pick or whatever. And then so now we know that Jackie Young is going to blow right past Liz. We can see this middle is literally wide open. Nobody is home. So that's easy money. And that's what the Aces do. They read the defense. They're a read-heavy offense, instilled by Becky Hammond. And the help defense, they don't collapse on the drivers. That's something that we haven't really been doing really all season. So as you can see right here, Slim is a little late on the rotation. So it looks like Neko over there. And yeah, we barely moved. Liz wasn't down there to defend the paint, and that's easy money.
As the Aces score first, Jackie Young on the run.
That's easy money right there for the Aces. We got congested right there at the top of the key. Okay, and there was no help. There has to be help. We not bending down. We standing up right there. We not sliding our feet. Okay, and we didn't protect the paint. Okay, so that's something that we struggled with throughout this season. And right here, this was just a nice move on Liz right here by Asia.
Get to the hoop.
See, look. Oh.
And Carter with 4 points. Wilson, high post.
And you know what? Wilson.
Yeah, see, that was just a nice move by Asia. And Asia, she is big, but she's agile. Okay, so she has incredible feet work. As you can see right there. And if you're Liz, you can put a hand in her face, but Asia's just a little, she's a little more quick on her feet, so you can't really do much about that. Okay, and right here, we have this. Now, this is a nice block by Liz on Kelsey.
Instead of just reacting.
Get that out.
As Plum drives, it's blocked from behind by Cambage.
That out. This was just nice. I honestly would have loved to see more of this from Liz throughout the season, but she got her blocks, when she could. All right. But see, this right here, this makes me angry because this was really an all-day play by Liz, but we did not implement it enough.
Hammond called the timeout as the Sparks had tied it back up. We'll see what they
against two people too. Spin and go up.
She gets that deep in there.
Spin and go up. This was all day for Liz, but the Sparks did not exploit this. Please do not ask me why. I do not have an answer for you. And according to the Yahoo Sports article by Chris Haynes, the lack of touches was one of Liz's complaints from this season. And really, it's a two-way street. Okay, the guards got to feed her, and she also has to demand the ball. But in order for Liz to be dominant, she has to develop a bag. Okay, she has to be able to reach down in that bag of tricks and develop some post moves like Brianna Jones. Okay, Brianna Jones, you just saw her in the playoffs on the Connecticut Sun. She's a 6th player of the year, and she was also an all-star this year as well. Brianna Jones is only 6'3", but she got some moves. Okay, she got that little nice spin move that she gets to the basket with. Man. Okay, so it's as a big, it's imperative that you develop some post moves. I know everybody wants to shoot now, but as a big, develop your post moves. Okay, you got to, you have to. Now check this out. So with this game, though, the Sparks actually came within 2 points. They were within striking distance. Okay, especially with this play by Jordan Canada. I'm going to show you it right now. Check it out. With this steal, she stole the ball and put the Sparks within 2.
3 points now. Canada guarding Gray, trying to get a steal.
Yes, she does.
Jordan Canada picked the pocket of the.
Pick that pocket. Okay, so now it's 57-59. Okay, Sparks are only within 2. Okay, and they made the game interesting. Okay, but and see, check out this Liz bucket, but then she complains after.
Carter trying to get some space. She's crafty. Mismatch inside. Hamby tries to come over. But
Okay, so she got the bucket, but she was complaining. She wanted a foul call. And see, this was also one of the things that was happening all season. It's just like, Liz, get down the court. We don't need you complaining all the time. Play some defense. We don't have time for this. So that's something that she also, should work on. If she wants to come, if she ever were to come back to the league. Okay, but check this out. So the Sparks were down by only 2, but right here, this was the turning point. So turnovers were the killer for us.
Set some screens for mismatch between Plum and Equipment.
Oh, love that. Love it. She read it.
Ace is out running. Williams.
This is what they do.
That is what they do. So here was the turning point of the game. Kennedy Carter, she tries to get it inside, but it wasn't a good pass. And the Aces, they are going the other way. And the thing is, if you give the Aces an inch, they'll go a mile. Okay, that's all they needed to close out the game. And we were actually, as I said, within striking distance with about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth. But costly turnovers led to our demise. And from that 7-minute mark and 7-minute and 46-second mark, the Aces scored 25 points while we only scored 9. Okay, so that probably didn't really, I'm guessing Liz didn't really like that. She was frustrating this by being her former team. Okay, but see, this is where the Aces started to take over the game.
Next time I'll just take cheese. Okay. I love how you put your order in for it.
Boom, bucket right there, and that was it. Okay, so they went up by 11 right there. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left, and oh man, hold on. Let me see. Right here. Let's replay it one more time. Yeah, it wasn't good. It was not good for us. In fact, after another play, Liz, she was actually on the bench, and she was over there, and she just threw her towel down in frustration in one of those plays. And I think, of course, as I said, this was a loss that was to her former team. Okay, I think she felt some type of way about that as well. And reportedly, after this loss, Cambage rushed to the locker room to get dressed for an early exit. Okay, and she apparently said to her teammates, quote, "I can't do this anymore. Best of luck to you guys," end quote, before storming out. And her teammates, according to the article, were shocked at the timing, but not of the result, according to the Yahoo Sports article that came out. Okay, so let's do a quick little recap. So her positives, we had the passing, the blocking, her size and her length made her a physical inside presence on the defensive end. As far as the negatives, the rebounding, I would count that probably as number 1 on the list. She was the second tallest player in the league at the time. She's also 6'9", but Zhu Han, she's 6'10", so she was the tallest in the league. But the rebounding, it was no bueno. It was abysmal. There's really no other way to put it. And at times she could be lackadaisical. Okay, as I just showed, not really getting back on defense, not defending the paint as she should. And of course, when she left, it got even worse. But complaining to the refs instead of playing basketball, that's something that can easily just be, done for. It can be done for. Okay, you can't expect having every call go your way. Okay, also, she had an attitude at times. She just didn't really see dedicated to the craft. Okay, so, but here's the thing. She has so much potential. But she has to want it more than anyone else out there on the floor. Okay, her teammates can't want it for her more. Her coaches can't want it for her more. She has to want it. Okay, and by looking at her play, it just seemed like she did not really want it. Okay, and also, of course, her issues with the Australian Olympic team. So I think she's doing what's best as far as just taking a step back and taking a break from playing. So, from my estimation, the negatives in this year outweigh the positives for her this season. Okay, and because of that, it's just evident that this hasn't been a great year for her. Okay, but remember, with this new breakdown segment, I am going to say whether I believe this player should return to the Sparks. But as we know, Liz has already made that decision for herself. Okay, she has made that decision on her own, and I think she's doing the right thing by stepping away from the game and doing what's best for her. So now the question is, do I think Liz will return to the WNBA? Okay, and it's possible that she might return eventually, but the way that things ended with the Sparks this year, I don't see her returning next season. Not especially not. I think that's way too soon. But if she does decide to return, she's going to have to change her mindset. Okay. And if you're going to play basketball, you got to have your heart in it. You got to have your heart in it and your head got to be in it too. Okay. You got to have both. They got to be on the same page. All right. Or else, what's the point of you being out there? All right. So she would have to do this for herself. And okay. I think she has said the right thing as far as taking. She decides to have a different attitude and starts to get herself with a better mindset, and maybe she can find herself back in the league. But she has to want it for herself. Okay, so everybody, that is our first Spark player breakdown. I will have another player going on that I will cover next week. All right, but for right now, listen, FIBA basketball is going on. Okay, I've been watching all these games, so here are some updates on the FIBA women's team USA basketball. Okay, so check this out. So Team USA is seeking their 4th consecutive World Cup title. They are currently undefeated in the FIBA World Cup tournament. And also, shout out to Sparks head trainer, Dr. Courtney Watson. Hold on, I gotta pull this up real quick. Okay, shout out to Dr. Courtney Watson right there. Okay, she is the Sparks head athletic trainer, and she is also with Team USA, and she is their head athletic trainer over there overseas in Sydney, Australia. It was also Courtney's birthday on Monday, so happy belated birthday to Dr. Courtney Watson. Yes, indeed. All right, so as far as the games go, USA played Puerto Rico last Thursday. Okay, and USA routed Puerto Rico 106-42 last Thursday. And this game was pretty much over in the blink of an eye. Okay, and then also USA played Korea on Sunday. Okay, and Team USA made history. Yes, they did. USA set a FIBA world record by dropping 145 points against South Korea on Sunday night. The final score was 145-69. USA won by 76 points. They won by more points than what Korea scored. Okay, USA was stealing the ball left and right. It was literally like taking candy from a baby. Listen, the game was pretty much over in the second quarter, and I figured that it will be a quick game. Listen, I figured it was going to be that anyway. But as I said, Team USA, they broke the FIBA record with 145 points. It's just what we do. It's just what we do. They're just running everybody out of the gym, literally, especially in transitions. Putting on clinics every single night. But again, it's what we do. Okay. And also, they played against Bosnia and Herzegovina USA won 121-59 on Monday night. And Jonquel Jones was also on this team as well. So she was on the opposing team. Yes, she was. And also, so the quarterfinals they played yesterday. Okay, and now the quarterfinals, there were 8 countries that made it to the quarterfinals. They were USA versus Serbia, okay, Puerto Rico versus Canada, okay, I'm sorry, I combined both teams. China versus France and Belgium versus Australia. So these 4 teams played yesterday, and of course, we are now currently in the semis. Okay, but before we get there, let's look at the USA versus Serbia game. Okay, so USA beat up on Serbia 88-55 and advanced to the semis on Thursday, which is today. And with this victory, Team USA achieved 28 World Cup victories. Okay, and with this victory also, Team USA picked up their 58th straight win in World Cup and Olympic play. So tomorrow, USA will be playing in their 10th World Cup semi-final. And the winner, of course, will go to the final tomorrow on Friday. Okay, but see, with this game, Serbia was putting in work. Okay, they tried to make it interesting in the first half, and Serbia is the only team so far in the tournament that has pushed USA the most. Okay, so Kelsey Plum, who just won a chip with the Aces, she led Team USA with 17 points and 4 assists. Asia Wilson, she scored 15 points to go along with 8 rebounds. And Alyssa Thomas put up a double-double with 13 points and 14 rebounds in this quarterfinal matchup. And Kelsey Plum talked about how Serbia tested them this game. Okay, let's see what Kelsey Plum had to say.
Serbia really tested us, I think. You know, they played super physical, more physical than we've seen in the whole tournament. You know, credit to them. I felt like early on, their pressure bothered us a little bit, but we were able to kind of get it under control. And in the second quarter, defensively, I think we held them to single digits, which is kind of like our identity and what we want to be going forward in this tournament. So, you know, I think as a team, we did a really good job of making adjustments, and coach, you know, just found great rotations, and I thought that, you know, we put our foot on the gas and got a good win.
Yes, they did. And she's right. Serbia did test them a little bit, and at one point in the game, USA was up by only 4 points. It was 35-31 with 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the second quarter. But of course, Team USA started to heat up late in the second quarter, and then we just took over the second half. Yes, we did. So the halftime score was 50-33, and by then we ended up winning by 33 points, as I said, with a score of 88-55. And actually, Kalia Copper, she left the game in the second quarter. She was driving to the lane, and she drew the blocking foul, and she landed hard on her hip. Yes, she did. So she was helped off the floor by the training staff into the locker room, but she didn't return. So Coach Cheryl Reeve said that it was too early to know her status, but that she will have an MRI. So hopefully Kalia Copper is all right. All right. And now the semifinals are set. Okay. So USA plays Canada. Okay, and China faces off against Australia. So in Group A, USA is ranked number 1, and China is ranked number 2 in Group A. Okay, so they have 2 groups, Group A and Group B. So now with Group B, Australia is ranked number 1, while Canada is ranked number 2 in Group B. So USA plays Canada at 12 a.m. midnight Pacific time on ESPN2. Tomorrow, Friday morning. So when the clock strikes midnight tonight, that's when they gonna play Canada. Okay, and remember, USA is undefeated, while Canada has dropped 1 game in the tournament. Okay, so Seattle Storm head coach Noel Quinn is serving as Canada's lead assistant coach on Team Canada. And remember, Noel Quinn played in the WNBA for 12 years, and she was also a former LA Spark. She will be coaching up against 2 of her players from the Storm. And those 2 players are Brianna Stewart and Jewel Lloyd. So I think this game is going to be fun. Yes, I do. And this is Team USA's 12th straight FIBA World Cup semifinals appearance. Okay, and check this out. Asia Wilson, she just keeps on balling. Okay, she is averaging 17.3 points per game, and she ranks second among all players in this tournament. And for Canada, this is their first FIBA World Cup semifinals appearance since 1986. And that year, guess what? They lost to USA. Okay, listen, it is what it is. As far as the other semifinal game goes, China plays Australia at 2:30 a.m. on Friday morning, and you can find that game on ESPN Plus. So for my semifinals predictions, of course, I say USA will advance to the finals, and I think that they will face Australia for the championship. Yes, I do. I think Australia is going to defeat China. I watched China play against France, and China played well. They played well. China has Zhu Han, who is currently the tallest player in the WNBA, and she plays for the New York Liberty. Okay. And even though China played well, I don't see them getting past Australia. I don't see it. And as far as the finals predictions goes, the championship game takes place tomorrow on Friday, as well as at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and this will be broadcasted on ESPN2. And the third place game will take place tomorrow on Friday at 8 p.m. on Friday. Well, I said yes, Friday on ESPN Plus. So it's a pretty quick turnaround for both games. Okay, and the third place game, of course, will be a face-off between both of the losing teams of the semifinals. And as far as the final predictions go, you already know who I'm going to say is going to win. Team USA all day, baby. We are pretty much unstoppable. We have the best players. We have the most talented players. And as a whole, we're stacked. It is what it is. Now, Australia, they have a solid team. Okay, they have Izzy Magilbore, Stephanie Talbot from the Seattle Storm on their squad, and Lauren Jackson, who just came out of retirement. Okay, she's also one of the cornerstones of the Seattle Storm organization from back in the day. So she won a couple chips with Seattle, and Semi Whitcomb from the New York Liberty is on their squad as well. Okay, they are led by head coach Sandy Brondello, who was the head coach of the New York Liberty. And so listen, Australia is solid, but they can't see us. Okay, we've been blowing teams out all throughout this tournament, as we usually do. And listen, what they say, competition, I don't see any. Okay, Team USA, let's bring home the gold, baby. Yes, indeed. All right, real quick, I have to do a little remembrance of Lisa Leslie, because on this day, okay, she is no stranger to winning gold medals herself in her Olympic career, and she, of course, is none other than Lisa Leslie. So this past Monday, on September 26, 2022, the WNBA honored Lisa Leslie because of the exact same day, on September 26, 2009, that was the day that Lisa Leslie officially retired from the WNBA. She's one of the GOATs of the game, and the WNBA posted this video of her on Monday.
On this day in 2009, Lisa Leslie retired from the WNBA. Two-time WNBA champ, two-time finals MVP, three-time WNBA MVP, eight-time All-Star, three-time All-Star MVP, four-time Olympic gold medalist, and the first woman to dunk in a WNBA game. Lisa Leslie was an all-time WNBA great, a legend whose contributions are still seen on the floor today, a fierce competitor that forever gave the league priceless experience and memories.
Yeah, so that was a nice video by the league that they posted. Okay, we have to show love to our legends while they are here. It's only right. All right, but see, check this out, everybody. So as you know, during this past Sparks season, okay, I did a Throwback Thursday of a Sparks player every week. Okay, and this week, though, I'm going to do a Throwback Thursday, but it's going to be of yours truly. Okay, we are going to do a Throwback Thursday of me today. Yes, we are. All right, so let me pull up these photos for you, because it's only right that I do. Okay, yes, back in the day, baby, it's what we do. All right, my Throwback Thursday. All right, check out Lil Bree right here. Check me out. Okay, now as you can see, my Sparks roots runs deep. Okay, here's some of my throwback Sparks photos. I was 5 years old right here in all these photos. But let me check out this right here. So this, my uniform right here, I still have this uniform. I said, okay, I have to show this on the show. Listen, so I wore this when I was 5. I'm the number 5, and I still have it going on. This is when I first started playing basketball on the team. It was at Weingart YMCA over there off of Vermont and Century in LA. Okay, as you can see right here, we're going to scroll down. It says Leslie's Ladies right here. One of my first teams I ever played. Okay. Listen, it's all coming full circle for me. I played for the Shooting Sparks as a kid, and fast forward years later, I now cover the Sparks. And I have my own show about the Sparks. Okay, it's just amazing how life works. It's just amazing how God works. Things just seem to always work out when they are supposed to. Okay, it was only right that I do. Shout out to me. And first, real quick, you see how cut I am right here? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh, look at the barrettes, though. Listen, stop playing. They purple and gold to match my uniform. And before y'all even start making any jokes, no, I cannot still fit this uniform. Okay, I can't do it anymore. So save your jokes for what it is. Look, listen, real quick. I was born fit. All right, do you see it? I still got it. And not as much as what I did, but look, I'm not even flexing. That's just me right there. That's just me. Okay, but listen, that's my Throwback Thursday for the day. Everyone, hey, listen, this has been Sparks Weekly with Brianne Ingram. Remember to check out the FIBA World Cup basketball games. The semifinals with the USA basketball takes place tonight at midnight, okay, on ESPN2. Hey, I will be back next week with another Spark Player Breakdown. This has been Brianne Ingram. I will see you next week.